My name is John Goodwin. I'm Suffolk County Council elected member for Felixstowe North and the Trimley Villages, and I'm also one of the consumer champions run by our trading standards.
What made you want to become a consumer champion?
I just think it's being a councillor, it's a way you can get messages out to people, to parish councils, and they can pass them on to all their members, etc. Of all these awful scams, lottery scams, etc. that we hear about on a daily basis, and we all think, well, we're too smart for that, we won't get caught, but sadly people do, and I think information is king, and if you can just stop one person getting caught by it, then it's job well done, I think.
And how do you feel your role as councillor complements the role as consumer champion?
I think the role of councillor is fantastic in as much as you've got all this wealth of people and knowledge at your fingertips, and whilst we don't know all the answers, we certainly know who to go to start the trail of finding the answers. And the same with being a consumer champion. If somebody comes along with a problem, I can talk to them about it, I can get the details, and I can find out who to go and see within the county council, and it really, works for me, it works really well.
And have you heard about anyone who's been affected by a lottery scam in particular?
Yes, I have, yes. There's several people I know have been affected. One is a local Suffolk Coastal District member. She gave somebody all her details, then realised what she'd done and managed to stop it in time. And one of our members, his mother got caught to the tune of £800. So it certainly happens, and it is just scary. Why would I ring you up and say, by the way, you've won X amount on the lottery? How do I know you've bought a ticket? It's just, when you think it through, it's crazy, but when you get the offer of this untold wealth, it's very easy to think, I'll have that, it's well worth going for.
And what would your advice be to people who feel they might have been affected by this sort of scam?
If you get anything like that at all, ignore it. Do not respond to it under any circumstances, because once they've got you on the hook, they've got you on the hook. Don't respond to it. If it's computer-based, print it off, give it to somebody, local council, police, whatever, and try and get it progressed to try and catch these people, or at least, for the very, very least, to deter them, because the only reason they do it is because it works, and if it ceases to work, then they'll stop doing it. So, don't respond as the first thing. That is the definite first thing.
Yes, my name's Sasha Watson, and I'm the Community Engagement Officer for Suffolk Trading Standards.
And do you receive many reports of lottery scams?
We receive reports on a daily basis of varying different lottery scams, and they can be from either letter form, email, and sometimes actually over the telephone as well.
Can you tell me a bit about how some of these scams work?
It's usually going to be that they contact you, most often it is a letter or an email, and it's a notification to congratulate you for winning a lottery, giving you a vast sum that you've actually won, usually close to £1 million, if not more. And they ask you to sometimes contact them with, say, your bank details, or they ask for passport details, obviously name and address, telephone number. At times they also will ask you to pay a deposit to be able to get your lottery winnings, which obviously then is a clear indication that it is a scam.
So how do you know, what are the things to look out for that would tell you that this is bogus as opposed to a genuine offer?
One of the key things is that if you didn't enter into the lottery, it's very, very unlikely that you would have won the lottery in itself, especially if it's come from abroad. So a lottery that has come from Canada or Spain, they're the big ones that we get notifications for all the time. But we've had recent ones with the 2012 Olympics that are sort of going on the back of that and saying that you've won a lottery which is being run by London 2012, when in fact they haven't run any lotteries whatsoever. So they're the big telltale signs that you haven't actually won that lottery. And they always have an email address which may be like a Hotmail or a Gmail or a Yahoo account. Now, if it was the National Lottery, it would obviously come from National Lottery, but National Lottery in the UK don't actually contact winners. You have to contact them if you've won. So they'll be the very key sort of reasons why we would say it's definitely going to be a scam.
What would your advice be to people who have been affected by these scams?
Anyone who contacts us regarding one of these lottery scams, we actually direct them straight to Action Fraud. Action Fraud look at all internet, but also any mail and email frauds that come through, and they can be contacted on their website or by phoning 0300 123 2040.